Okay, I'll do that. I'll see if it works then, because like I said, I messed with the audio trying to set up the stream. So, if it's not that, then it's probably a setting in OBS. Trying to see. I guess we'll just do it default. And then, yeah, apply, okay. Whoa, I just put everything back to where it was prior to me messing with it for the, was gonna be a stretch scene. So the thing is I changed the settings so I'm able to hear the game as well as you guys can. That's the only reason why, and even then the stream didn't even work because Elgato's being, it just didn't want to work. But aside from that, hopefully the volume's still working. Like, if it's not, I mean, I guess I'll just, unless it's used at us yet. Let me open Restream chat for you guys and see. I'll just ask if you guys can hear me, and if you guys can, then you obviously say something. But if not, then we might just have to restart the stream. That's pretty much the gist. Hopefully not. Okay, so must have been something I changed, or it might have been from you. Don't know the main reason, but okay, whatever. Okay, so everything's set up. I think I talked about mostly everything update-wise about the streams, where I've been, 3 houses mostly. I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes a lot more, and I kind of want to do more Fire Emblem Heroes streams. So do expect that. I mean, obviously because of how SAO MD is right now, it's kind of boring. I know for some people it might not be the case, but for me it is. So expect a little bit less SAO MD streams. Like, I want to try to do other streams and not always do SAO MD, because SAO MD for me is the easiest to stream, if I'm gonna be honest. It just is. So I kind of want to avoid it. But aside from that, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So yesterday I did up to EX, and then of course I think I went up to, yeah, Master. So we'll farm, we'll grab the diamonds from this side event, this ranking event, exchange event, blah. And then I will, of course, farm the side events. I don't think I'll farm all the points, but I'll farm a decent amount. We'll just see things. We'll just see how things go. But yeah, aside from that, there's some other stuff that we can talk about. SEO wise. Of course, the anime is coming around the corner. Everything comes back in August. Let me say October. What else? There's the China exclusive SEO game. I forgot what it was called, but it's based off of the what was it called? It's pretty much the manga redo, the manga redone, remix, rehash. Pretty much the story is good. It's just pretty much Karihara just redoing the story for SAO that makes sense and all sorts of stuff. Game? Can you actually work with me here? I don't know. This boss is kinda simple, kinda not. I don't know. This boss is all over the place. At least I'm just here, just getting the diamonds, and I'm leaving. I'm gonna be honest about that. Like, there's nothing I'm gonna farm for the event because in a way, I kind of just completely skipped the right game. Like I said, the banners haven't been all that interesting at all. That's just the thing about this game. It's like, it's becoming less and less interesting. There's some good points. This summer, there's some good points. But keep doing the same characters over and over again, it's gonna start hitting them in the butt. It's going to. And you can argue, yeah, from time to time, yeah, but they need to do not just scouts. And there needs to be more, like, I know I posted it in the article that should have been out some time ago. There needs to be more diversity. There we go. That's the word I wanted to say. Guys, girls that haven't gotten much spotlight, characters that should be in the game by now. You get the point. There's just a lot of characters that should be in the game. Well, not a lot of characters. I guess a few. Oh, I wanted to change. Oof. But yeah, it's not rocket scientist to figure out why I'm just not that interested in the game. Like, I get the point of them doing popular characters as the main characters, but at the same time, there are a lot more characters than just those. And take Fire Emblem Heroes, for example. Yeah, from time to time they do the main characters, the lores and like that, but they do other characters. They do alts for not that well-known characters. Like, they do both. They do fan service and characters that don't get much spotlight. Like, why? How hard is it to do that? With how popular SAO MD is, why can't they do that? Yeah, it did get posted. I really wish it showed you, like, how many views and comments it got. But yeah. I saw it was the 30th. Wow. Well, I was like, what would have been, well, for this year, what would have been the best month? I'm trying to think about it now. For, like, the 6-star generation, what would have been the best month? Like, I want to know from you guys, what do you think has been the best month for SAO MD wise? Like, for me, I'm trying to think about it right now, and it just might be June or July, honestly. Like, I like my Halloween, but yeah, maybe Halloween, maybe Halloween. Because I know they actually, like, for some time, they did give a lot of love to Thok and Makoto, but then they just kind of stopped. Like, like, you decided to put them as, like, a main story focus, and then you just stopped. Why? Like, I get it, there was the anime, but, like, why can't you, like, I know they kind of went back to it a but they didn't really like have those characters. They just did the same old. We'll just have the same old characters over and over again because it's the safest option. And it's like, why? Like I would have loved to have the ordinary scale 5. That would have been dope. I probably would have wailed. No, not wailed. That's an incorrect term. Dolphin. It would technically be Dolphin. I would have probably Dolphin. Well, no, I would have Dolphin for 5. That didn't happen at all. And it's just one of those things that's like, if you keep doing the same characters over and over again, it's just gonna be like, eh. I'm not gonna put any money into the game. Because, well, for most people anyway, if you want a certain character, well, holy shit, it's not that hard to get that specific character if you really like that character. It's just at that point, it's which one you like the best. And it also took a better strategy to do characters that are not as popular or not as done as much. I think then you kind of can see that, but at the same time, not really. Like, I can't really say that for like Rain or 7 because Rain's kind of popular. She got 4th place in the popularity. I'm trying to figure out this boss's pattern. But yeah, like, you know, like there's like a few characters we still don't have. There's some characters that haven't even gotten 4-star or 5-star or 6-star yet. Like that would be dope to get. Like there really is a lot of characters that they just seem to like don't even want to touch. Because they fear that sales are gonna go down. Like the game's gonna die if they don't do Asuna or Alice. Or pretty much the most popular characters. That's how it feels like. Like there's so many characters, actually. Like think about it. Like I could just say Fatal Bullet, but it's not just Fatal Bullet. There's of course the Yuki arc. There's some characters from that. There's of course Makoto and Thok. There's, I mean, pretty much a lot from Fatal Bullet and that in particular. What you could also argue the Bullet of Bullets is kind of similar to Fatal Bullet because there's some characters that are in both that haven't really got a chance in the spotlight as a gacha unit. I'm talking about gacha units in general. Like there are some that we've gotten for free, but some that just haven't been a gacha yet. And the only one I can think of is pretty much Kreia that got that treatment. There's some that are free units that can easily become units. Like, I don't know why they haven't yet. There's probably people that like them. What else? Some of the bad guys, like, I forgot what his name is. Flame Eyes. There's still code in the game that shown that he was going to be a 4-star gacha unit, but just never happened. So either possibility, I mean, you could argue that, Psychopath that kidnapped Asuna, if you really wanted to do that, but I don't think a lot of people care about him, so I don't really care about him. Flame Eyes, on the other hand, I actually do. So I will not mind seeing Flame Eyes. It's just like, you know, characters that really haven't gotten to the game yet as like a gacha unit, or just units that haven't gotten much love. It's not that hard. Like, do it every so often. Kind of like what they did with 7 and Rain, but do that more, or at least once every month. And you could argue Administrator and whatever her name is for this month, but I feel like that's just mostly for anime. They are from anime. They are from the anime, so that's kind of a hard one to say, really. Like, I wouldn't exactly put them as, like, haven't been used much or haven't gone through. Well, I mean, kind of haven't gone through yet. I don't know, that was a weird one, because I know they're doing it for the anime. They're trying to keep the hype for the anime still there, waiting for the second half of season 3, which is in a couple months. I mean, maybe 1 more month, right? No, 2 more months. No, 2 more months. So we're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer to that. So for them to do it every so often, I'm talking about these two, administrator and whatever her name is again. But honestly, I get it, but at the same time, yeah, I could argue that they are, haven't really been much into the game yet, so I guess they get a free pass. But I would like to also, I would actually like to see another banner. Cardinals are named, yeah. Honestly, a lot of people, like, at first liked Cardinal, and then everyone just, like, went down with how they feel with Cardinal, and how they went with their character. Just in general, like, both characters are kinda now with what they decide to do. I actually do like Administrator a lot more than Cardinal. Cardinal, honestly, didn't really have to be there. You could argue that, but I don't know. I can see what people have to say, and it's just like, yeah, I can see why you would say that with certain characters like Cardinal. Like, Cardinal, what they did with her is kind of stupid for a lot of people. And there's just a lot of things about what they did for the two, and it's just, like, I'm not too much of a fan of both characters. If I had to choose which one's better, I like Administrator better. But I don't like what they did with her artwork. Like, I get the point of what, like, she was mostly naked, but, like, seriously? Why? I don't know, I just don't like what they did with Administrator. Like, they always keep trying to do, like, that weird, evil fan service. It's just like, why? She has clothing. Why does she have to be naked? It just doesn't fit. And I'm not much of a fan. That's my 2 cents onto the whole Administrator deal. And also, this boss is kind of weird. And I think Cardinal was supposed to be Thought. Or it was in place of Thought, if I'm correct. Also, it wasn't dark and holy, yeah. Like, here's the thing, like, that's awesome, cool. Well, why doesn't that go into her artwork? Like, seriously, why? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people got, like, copyright claim, not copyright claim, but, like, pretty much taken down, where the video game is taken down because of partial nudity. Just because of her artwork. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that is just legit insane. It's worse than her Metal Scout form. And that's saying a lot. And I don't usually have much of a problem, but yeah, I have a problem with that. I do. I feel like she has clothing. Why? Why do you have to make her completely naked? I get it, that's like part of her stick a little bit when it comes to the anime, but at some point she also had clothing, so it's like, why? I don't know. It's just one of those pet peeves I have an Administrator. That it's like, why did they keep? Why did they keep? Anyway, enough of me blabbering. I'm not too much a fan of both banners. I feel like they're really both good banners, but I just really don't care. Aside from that, I'm trying to find... First of all, let's just do what we know best. Let's grab Ronnie, best girl. Also, the 2 characters in the near future, I'm kind of excited to see how those 2 turn out. Aside from that, I'm talking about, like, the second half of the anime, that we're gonna get 2 new characters, kind of like Ronnie and Denise, so I'm kind of interested and curious just to see how they are. Maybe some new fan favorites, maybe stop with Alice and Asuka for a while, hopefully. Joking aside, Who else shall we bring? Like, I could bring a holy unit. I mean, technically I could do that. But who and why? This is actually kind of annoying. Like, I'm not entirely positive on who I really want to bring. Okay, you know what? What's Alice? Let's bring Halloween Alice. Because I'm trying to think of any other dark units, and really, there's not that many new dark units I have. Or holy. I mean, I can't really say holy because of Ronnie, but aside from that, the best dark unit I think was Alice. You could argue the upgrade characters, but aside from those, I think it's been a while since I've gone gotcha dark unit. Yeah, that's actually been some time. Okay, let me edit the equipment real quick, and I'll get this show on the road. Give her something random. Still waiting for that Alice Raid 5. Like, it's kind of weird that we have yet to get one. You would think that we would have gotten one by now, but no. I mean, that should be good enough. I did it a little bit, and I've already seen how the boss kind of works, and I'm kind of like, this is gonna be fun, because the boss changes, and the boss, even before the last map, I think it was EX. Yeah, EX, he has iframes. After a certain amount of his histories, he goes to iframes, like if you're a master or above, which I found kind of annoying for EX. So it's like, wow, I'm wasting this history. So thankfully we did enough damage, but honestly, just from EX alone, the boss was already becoming annoying. So we'll see how things go with Master. I mean, at least with multi, he's probably gonna be easy because it's only Master. And interesting that people are using 7 and Freind. This must be a new account. Nice, so I can just definitely form it with a new player. Well, not entirely bad, per se. It's just, for me, I'll keep saying it until this month's over with. Boring banners, I guess is the best way of saying it. They're boring banners for me. Probably not for most people, but for me, they... Okay, I have no idea what the boss is gonna do. Is he gonna charge at us? Is he gonna climb up to us? Is he gonna fly? Oh, he's gonna fly. Okay. And I was actually just joking. Relax, game. I was just joking. I was actually not expecting that, honestly. Also, the boss seems to be a little bit bulky. And parry? Okay, well that was kind of odd. Also doesn't help that both players, I guess, are just not bringing the right units and also a losing combo. Oh, and the boss doesn't do a parry at the end of that combo. There is some new stuff in this boss. This boss is, you can already tell, going to be really annoying. It's going to change to elements if I can get the parry. There we go. Okay, yeah, so he doesn't do a parry at the end, but then flies. So it's one of those attacks you can dodge, be safe, and then come back to. And like, are these two players just wanting to get hit or something? Because it always seems like they're getting hit using combos, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I'm using medication, so that's just something though. Okay, honestly, I think these two players are very new players. And that's kind of why it seemed like things were very slow. At least one player is probably under 90, at least. Maybe both. Generally, the rough estimate for levels is 70. Rank, technically, not levels. So let's see. Rank 56, 37. Yep. Okay, exit that out of there quickly, so we can grab the diamonds. There might be one of each. I guess I could take it. Oh, it matters for me, I guess. There we go. Can I please go into it? Thank you. That might be incorrect. We'll see. So that generally says it's probably gonna be one. Is it just one? I'm just saying. I'm looking through the equipment. It kind of looks like you only get one of each, so. I don't think I'll farm all the points in this event, if I'm gonna be honest, because I kind of just skipped the first rank in it altogether, so. I'm probably just gonna farm till I get to diamonds and then stop, if I'm gonna be honest. You could argue I could try to get the weapon, but there's no point since I could get Yuri, but it wouldn't be. Like, I guess the only point of me getting the weapon is just to have wait for Lance unit. Which honestly, I have better lances, and unless I have multiple Lance units, I don't think I will use it. And in most cases, I don't expect me to have to use multiple Lance units in a battle. Like, that's kind of rare in itself. Unless we just get multiple Earth Lance units for Earth ranking events and I manage to do that, then maybe in that scenario, yes, but I doubt it. Okay, let's do this for brain. And I hate that move. I can already tell that move is just gonna be annoying first move, but after that, things super fine. Probably should just keep at it with Ronnie. Okay, well, that was kind of a disappointment. I probably could have gone that parry, but everyone just went flying, so whatever. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That was considerably better. I just think that, like, after that halfway point, losing that combo did slow down a lot. But I think that comes down to the other players probably didn't expect it, or money hungry for MP, or they're hoping that they probably could kill the boss, which probably not. That's my guess. Okay, rank 51. Okay, makes sense. Rank 20, I think, probably was a little bit smarter in that battle, but rank 51, I think it makes sense because they didn't felt like it, but maybe because we just did enough damage because of range 120. Let's see, proper units, easier it is. And if you don't have it, just bring support units for other people. Okay, well this is gonna be fun. Someone legit using Freind 5s and Freind stars! Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a new player or a troll player. Who knows? We'll see how things go. They haven't done level max. I hate that move. That move is... Can we not game? Mitigation? Hello? Can we stop miscalculating, game? Can we actually work properly, game? Thank you. You're not some random boss that removes buffs. You're not that kind of boss, game. Yeah, that's the weird thing about, like, medications, is sometimes the medication just won't go on. Like, it just won't apply. Which can be really annoying, especially in a floor clean event setting. Where it's just randomly, oh yeah, medication doesn't apply. Now you're dead. I love it when that happens. And I guess it all depends upon, like, I don't know, there's something to it where, like, the animation cuts because of something, or something with the animation not going completely through, or just something along the lines of that, and then it doesn't apply the mitigation because of it. So I think majority of the mitigation units is depending upon where the SS3 is, then it applies the mitigation buff. And just sometimes it just doesn't go through, even though you do the whole SS3, and it goes through. It's just weird. It happens like sorts of often. Like, it's not common, but it happens every so often. It's annoying. But it's not enough for it to be common. Like honestly, if I were to just go mitigation only in a Forklift event, it doesn't happen that often. Like, it would happen maybe every few so often. Like, it's not enough to be a hindrance. This depends upon the situation. Maybe it's multi, and that's why it's doing it. It's just something you gotta be aware of. And also, if you guys are wondering why there's still 7 rain on the layouts, it's like I said. 2 banners are boring. They're not qualified enough. For me, honestly. I legit could have just skipped over both banners. So it's like, they don't exist. Pretty much. Okay, that person legit just skipped the parry and his SS3. What the fuck? Okay, like, I know I was on the other side. I probably could have gotten the parry, but, like, none of the other two did. What the hell? I'm going mitigation because these guys just can't seem to get the parry. Can you move or any? Yes, target me, you douche. Because these other two just can't seem to get the parry. I mean, they got it that side, but like, just like they just couldn't seem to get it. And that was also because I was forcing the player, and I completely forget that. And hello, Ronnie. Getting somewhere. There we go. That one was a weird match. I think we need to at least get to 10k points, I think. While we're waiting for new players to get into the party room, let's go to the Reddit. Let's see how things are there. Hey, welcome to the stream, Inkling team. How you doing? Okay, we're also working with that yet again Rank 26 player. Let's hope that this player just doesn't stand around and get hit. And also, welcome to the stream, Andrew. How you doing? What do you think are the best characters are? Well, I guess it depends upon which element, because you'd be surprised of what I say. Like, I guess it all depends upon the event as well, like focusing on ranking events or the 400 event. Okay, I am not so used to this boss at the beginning, so don't mind me about that. Let's see. If you're talking about, like, I guess it also depends upon the element too. Like, there's a lot of factors, like element, event, and that, I think that's pretty much the two. Okay, guys, relax. And mitigation, already? Oh, blah, blah, blah. I was just asking Andrew there, because you could go all over the place who's the best character, but because of there's two different kind of game types, being ranking events, and then there's 400 events, and those are the main two, and then of course, because of that, it could go all over the place, and then there's certain units that are better in certain elements. That's mostly for the ranking event side of things, not for the 400 event. Because the 400 event doesn't really matter the element, just make sure that they're either mitigation or barrier or anything related to staying alive is good for the 400 event. So you can't really say there's a best unit, but there's some that are better. Most majority is actually, you could argue, from the 5-star pool for 400 event. So like Raindrops Sakuya or Rain are generally considered to be the best mitigation units for Oricon event. Aside from those, maybe some of the 6-star mitigations as well. Like Ronnie helped out a lot. Aside from those two specifics, I guess it's up in the air when it comes down to any barrier/healing ability units. Aside from that, when it comes to the ranking events, it all determines about, pretty much comes down to what element. Because wind, you have the single attack, it's pretty much either single attack up units or like, maybe, depending upon how hard you're playing the game, like if you're doing the fake switch or not. That if it's a switch SS3, it could be really good if you know how to fake switch. If you don't, and you don't do that, then it could be other units. But mostly single attack up units or skill damage units are generally the best. Wind-wise, skill damage Yu-Gi-Oh, the one that does that. I don't remember the exact name for the Yu-Gi-Oh, but he does skill damage. The wedding banner for June, the wedding banner for Asuna and Elizabeth that had the single attack up, really good, especially if you limit break tries. I would consider those three to be the best wind units. I'm trying to think about this, like either single attack up units or skill damage units are generally the best units in the game when it comes to ranking events. And then go on from there, like defense down or barrier. Depending upon how fast the SS3 is spammable, you can spam it. It also depends upon the ranking event itself, but generally, single attack up and skill damage units are the best. Like, I know wind, I generally know what's the best, but other elements, I'm not entirely on top of. Maybe some I could think of, like the single attack up Kirito, Ujo, and Alice are generally really good, especially Ujo, the water one. Single attack up on it. I did not get the berry or what? There we go. That's what I'd like to see. What keeps you playing the game? If I'm gonna be honest, generally because it's fun, and it's different than most gacha games. That's legit the main reason. It's not because it's the SAO franchise, it's just how unique it is compared to other mobile games. And it's a very skillful game. I mean, ranking event-wise, you could argue it comes down to rails, but even then, like, advanced players, or, like, players that have been playing for a long time, could beat whales. It does eventually come down to skill at some point. Like, right now, it's not as easy. You have to be very lucky because of how the game is now with 6 stars. Because you have to have limit breaks to get you have to get dupes to get limit breaks now, instead of just getting dupes from anything. And just because of how 6 stars are, that's really hard for free-to-play players to be as good or better than whales. It's pretty much nowadays whales have the advantage. It's just because of the whole how 6 stars work. But aside from that, just how the gameplay is, it's fun, it can be challenging, and it's unique. That's the main reason why I keep playing it. Like, there's a lot of things that the game needs to improve on, especially the character diversity. They need to stop with the same characters going over and over and over again. Biggest shame on you is pretty much Alice, Asuna, pretty much the girls. The majority of the most popular girls. I can't really say Rain, but she's gonna eventually get there because of the popularity poll that they did. She ended up being 4th, so 50-50 with Rain. Aside from her, I think a lot of people like her. I don't mind her, so she gets a pass for now. But that might change into the future, depending upon what they do with her. The whole banner picture that I have right up there, probably the best banner in months when it comes to character diversity, if I'm gonna be honest. Because 7 has not gone a banner since pretty much last summer. Last year. sub. And so it took them around like a year before we got another 7. It's not like FEH where you have to you have a hard time to kill one thing. Huh? What do you mean have a hard time to kill one thing? I guess the gacha is not bad. It's really easy to get units if you try to go for the units. Because you can just be afraid to play and get units. It's not that difficult. You just have to be lucky to get the unit you want. If you're just going for a specific unit, that is. Because it's a 3% to get a 6-star in total. There's a 10% to get something, which is good. Like compared to like Fire Emblem, the highest percentage normally is 6%. 3% for a gacha unit, 3% for a non-gacha unit. So just as a comparison. So you could argue the gacha is really good. I mean, compared to how many diamonds you get versus gacha, I guess it depends upon where you spend it. Generally, it's wise to only go for single rate-up banners. Don't go anything past it unless you're going for a guaranteed. Like, it depends upon how much diamonds you saved up and if you're going for a specific character or not. If you're going for a favorite character, I guess it all depends upon the situation at hand. But generally, most free-to-plays do single scalps if they do anything. They don't go anything above that, unless, like I said, a guaranteed. Which from time to time, we get a guarantee that's 250 diamonds that I do, because that's just how 6 stars nowadays, that you want dupes for your 6 stars, so you can actually get that level 90 limit break attack, a boost of whatever skill they have. For instance, for the 7 in Rain banner, they have the extra attack up with limit break. So it's important to get limit break, so that's why a lot of people probably save at least 250 diamonds for a guarantee, but I know a lot of people don't, and that's just how most people, I would say, gacha casual players are, is they don't generally save diamonds. But sorry for saying this, but I got a minus attack Petra. Oof, that sucks. I mean, Petra doesn't have that much attack to begin with. I think that's like 29 attack, so rip. That's not good. IV-wise, but hey, you got Petra, so you can't be mad at that. Oh yeah, and talking about this Fire Emblem Heroes, I got another Marita dupe, which was plus attack minus something, and I instantly, the old Marita, I pretty much merged into the new one, because my old Marita, the fallen Marita, if I remember pronounce her name right now, which I don't think I am, was minus speed. Instant merge into. Ironically, it was the one that was the era. I think it was yesterday's banner with Era and the others. They managed to get Marita in. What the heck is happening here? This bird is in the air, and he hasn't even changed. Okay, that's a glitch. Okay, I have no idea what the heck just happened there. Something. What's else? I have been training my units. Like I said, I do want to do another phase stream. I know funny enough, this morning I woke up to go to the restroom. I was like, you know what? Let's just play Fire Emblem Heroes, and I guess today was, of course, Death Knight, and his Grand Hero battle came out. So I did that this morning. It was one of those Grand Hero battles that it was weird. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, when it came to this Grand Hero battle, like, in a way, it was difficult because you can't really defend against the Death Knight because of how enclosed the map is. You can't just go in there and tank because, one, he has great flame, so he just goes through your defenses and he hits hard. Plus, the allies behind him. And then, two, can't really go aggressive. Can't really bring aggressive units because if you have two frail units, you could get pretty much a one-shot or pretty much taken down eventually, getting attacked by multiple units at once. It's just that enclosed. What I had to do was I had to do like strategy, like I had to do multiple strategies and mix them together. I took out the flyer. First of all, I took him out instantly. I danced Klein, got him out of there, and I pretty much had Camus and Ike stand still, waiting for everyone to come to us. That aggroed the enemies. Next turn, I OHKO'd the Death Knight. Let me focus on this real quick. And instead of going after another unit, I ran away. Again, I pretty much danced Klein, and so Klein was defending Azur against the Wed Cav. The difference between this one compared to the other tries was I had Ike in front instead of Camus. So Ike pretty much doubled and killed the Brave Bow user. That was important. I needed that to happen. And so with everyone else dead, except the two Red Mages and the Red Cav attacked first. We can climb. Did reduce some health with Camus, but was not enough to actually kill Camus with the Green Mage. And Ike was able to OHKO because Ike had the normal setup I have for Ike. And so it was pretty much at that point, it was just the Red Cav and the Mage, so the Mage got gangbanged, and Klein OHKO'd the Red Cavs. That's how I did it. So I had to retreat multiple times. There we go. I made my name Petra Haven, and she did that too. Oh, so you pretty much named your character that? Or you made your character somewhere in-game, and she gave you mine as attack? Well, hey, like, the thing is, at least she came for you. At least she appeared to you. Like, there could have been a great chance that you probably didn't get her at all. And there are just some people out there that get that luck, where they go for a specific unit, and they may never get nothing, or they get some other units, and they just don't have enough orbs to get said unit they want, unless they put money into the game. Or unless they can't put money into the game either way. Which sucks, but that can happen. It's just a rare occurrence. And if you're going for a specific unit, I think the average is at least, you could say average, but at least 160 to 180 points should be enough to get a specific unit. Be kind of rare if you got someone else in that amount of orbs. That's actually really unlucky. My general luck when it comes to getting 6 stars, and then again, yeah, it is gacha. It is true, it is gacha, so it's not guaranteed to get anything. But my luck compared to other gacha games, Fire Emblem Heroes tends to be very lucky. Same thing with SAO MD. If I'm gonna be honest, Epic 7, and I haven't even got a character in Maggia Record. I've gotten tons and tons and tons and tons of worm prints or artifacts, or whatever you like to call them, memorias. Even in the free gacha. So it was like, I have so many 4-star gacha memorias, artifacts, what do you call them? Whatever you like to say they are. But characters, I still don't have anything. So it's like some gacha games are really lucky, some gacha games are just maybe not as much. Epic 7 is 50-50. But aside from the whole gacha spiel, yeah, generally, it's 5-star for me is around 60 to 100 points. Generally. Like, sometimes it would just be luck where I just use so much orbs to get something, if I don't use all my orbs, or I get them very early on, and like, it's around 60 to 80, or less than just 60. Like, some of the stream we did for Hilda, if you haven't watched that yet, you probably already know, like, yeah, I was super lucky when it came to Hilda. Like, really, really lucky. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I think we've gotten that lucky before. I'm just trying to remember what other banners that was. Like, I think the... Well, Nefni, how can I pronounce her name? Nefni. When she first came out with Oscar and... Who else was it? I can't remember. Maybe Titania? I don't remember. But it was pretty much like the first Radiant Dawn. Or maybe was it the first? I don't think it was. But back then, I remember that one I was super lucky in when it came to 5 stars. Trying to remember in past streams. I can't exactly, if I'm going to be honest. I'd have to go back and check. There we go. Okay, Nightbot, just not wanting to work. Let me fix this here, guys, real quick. I'm actually kind of surprised that they're not doing the merge or fodder banners still, because if you don't remember, or if you haven't been playing for a long time for Fire Emblem Heroes, there was I think it was like a year ago, or maybe 2, I don't remember, but they pretty much had like fodder banners where it's just pretty much 3 and 4 stars. You can get them had a higher chance, and some of them being 5 stars. And that was pretty much the banner where I got most of my client merges. And I really like that. I kind of hope they continue with it or do it again. I don't think they will, just with how they're doing it in the game now. But there's maybe some units that I would like to see that, so I could probably merge units, or actually start or finish merging. But then again, I haven't really been trying to use my feathers. I'm gonna be honest. I've been leveling units up, and I did the Grand Hero battle, and I've been making sure to do other things. I did first time doing the Allegiance battles. I think that's what it was called. It's pretty much along with the arena and turns in the Coliseum. I did that so I could grab the orbs. Aside from that, I haven't really touched with merges or 5-star units. I kind of want to build, or at least get a 5-star for Black Knight and Freind, at least, just because 3 houses. I've been playing that game, I've been really enjoying that game. I'm still considering down the Blue Lions route. I did finish Golden Deer, if you guys are wondering about that. I wanted to, last Saturday, do a Black Eagles live stream playthrough, bow only. But what ended up happening was Elgato didn't once really work. I will try again. I mean, last time I used Elgato, it worked fine, so I'm not entirely sure on what the problem is. Is it because I used Elgato too early? Is it because the device that connects to the PC is incorrect? Who knows? Faye is losing content. I mean, I feel like 3 Houses is helping the game a lot. At least I'm more interested in the game now because of 3 Houses. So, I mean, that is definitely helping out the game. To say that they're losing content, I could see if you've been playing non-stop with the game, then yeah, you might feel like that. I feel like that could change after the CYL units that come out, which is supposed to come out later this month. Kind of like how they usually do it. Like, expect new content or big changes or something happening in a couple of months from now, at least. With how they do things and when they do big updates, expect it soon, especially whenever they're going to do Book 4. Like, that's also something to know too, is Book 4, whenever they're going to do that. If they're going to keep doing it as a yearly thing or not. I do, because I don't have much interest for other games. I gotcha. I mean, right now, 3 Houses got my most attention, but I haven't really been doing much with 3 Heroes until 3 Houses came out. And now I'm doing a lot more with Heroes, and I'm actually tempted, and I really want to do more content for Heroes because of 3 Houses. that Elgato does not want to work. Ugh. It's actually kind of annoying. Like, I might have to invest into another Elgato. Which I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, I could probably just set it up on stream for you guys. And see if it works. Like, you know, we'll do that. We'll do that. For the end of the stream, I'll try to set it up and see if it works with the PS4. And if it works with the PS4, then that just shows me that it should work with the Switch. Because I got everything set up. It's just that the Elgato just didn't want to work. The HDMI splitter worked, so I can play the game at the same time you guys get the game, like the gameplay as well. So I'm pretty much not watching the gameplay on OBS. It's pretty much the gist why I have the HDMI splitter. My thought process is if it's not, hola, Chris. But yeah, the HDMI, like, I think it's because it's either that, like I said, or the code not working, or I just had the HDMI first, and I was supposed to have the Elgato first. I don't know. It's one of those I'm gonna have to, I might as well test on stream, because I really do want to play it on, stream for you guys. I have no idea what they said. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't speak that much Spanish. Like, I only know a little bit from high school, but I forgot all that. Anyway, who should I give Gale Force to? Generally, I see it a lot on flies. If you're gonna give a Gale Force to unit, it's gonna be someone, like, maybe like Lee, for example. I know his kit works well with Gale Force if you give him a slight edge because of his stats. I know I've seen someone build Lee for Gale Force and it was kind of crazy, but aside from that, it's generally been with, like, flyers, like Cherche, like, give her a heavy blade, or something along to like that, or very fast units. You gotta get the gist I'm trying to get at. Like, Gale Force with a skill that boosts the, gives you 2 instead of 1 boost in special. So, I don't remember Fiora's, if you're talking about some more Fiora, I don't know her stats grid, but that could work if, depending upon what her stats grid is. Like, if she's very speedy, then, well, I don't remember what the speed skill is. For Heavy Blade, I think it's, don't know what it is. That and even better. But generally, most people put it on a Brave unit, so give Fiora a Brave weapon, and then focus on her speed or attack, so she can proc Gale Force. And generally, I think at that point, you probably would have focused on her stats and attacks, so she can do... So maybe a Brave weapon with a lot of attack invest into her. And then with Gale Force, and then Heavy Blade, or I need to go back. I need to actually check on that speed skill, what it was called. Who has it? I mean, let me first on that. Like, who has it? Because I know Burrito does. If you... time and brain skills here. Yeah, Flashing Blade. That's who it was. Flashing Blade 4. So if unit speed is greater than the foe's speed, grants special cooldown charge +1 and deals 5 damage per unit's attack. Yeah. So you could give her the seal, or if you have Flashing Blade 4, you give her that with a Brave Sword. You kind of get the gist. So give her a lot of speed, or maybe give her a seal for extra speed. So maybe like seal for +3 speed, and then give her a Brave weapon. I know it works. I know you can go with Alencia. That's a great option for Flashing Blade 4. Gale Force, and then she has a legendary weapon as a brave weapon, so you kind of get the gist. You can focus a lot more on her speed. She might be a better option, but because Fiora is a free unit, so you can easily plus 10 to her compared to Lincia, which you might not have normal flying sword Lincia. But yeah, generally, that's the gist, is usually they put Gale Forces on flying units, and they wreak havoc. I see it a lot with Cordelia, I see it a lot with Circe, I see it a lot with pretty much speedy or high attacking flying units, generally what you see it a lot with the combination of Gale Force. And then you pretty much focus on the other offensive stat in Wreck Face. I see it a lot more with Fire 3 Plants. I don't with Cordelia. Cordelia fires 3 Plants, so they can't counter. So just pretty much a wrecking ball. If she ever gets a chance to attack you, you're pretty much screwed. She gets Gale Force, you pretty much lost 2 units already. That's just how crazy that setup can be. But because there's no such thing as a Fire 6 Sword yet, you can't really do such a thing for Yura, so you're gonna have to be a little bit more smart on how you use the Gale Force. So depends on what you do. And of course, you have to focus on giving her some stats. I'm not talking about Yura. Like, I have her, I just never really leveled her up yet, so I'm not. Okay. 40 HP, 32 attack, 37 speed, 26 defense, 20 resistance. Oh, I see. What is her kit then? So her personal weapon grants attack and speed +5 during combat. Oh. If penalty is active on foes, it grants it. Okay, okay. So she has speed resonate. Not really the best, to be honest. I mean, that could be good, depending upon how you, if you work with it, that could work, but that could work. Like, you could probably keep the Link skill, give her a Greatsword Plus, and give her this, Flashing Blade. That could work really well. I know they partnered her weapon up with, Attack Smoke, but you don't really need Attack Smoke if you're gonna go with the Air Force set, so. Interesting. So, someone went, I don't know what, I guess they see what they're going for with that skill, but probably not the best option. Generally, Game Punch is not the greatest idea for builds, but you can look at it and maybe see some ideas. But yeah, if you're not gonna position her with a unit that's gonna use a support skill like position, jump, or pivot, you can just change it for Swift Sparrow or Life and Death. Which actually, Life and Death would be a better skill because if you're gonna use a Brave Sword and if you're gonna use Gale Force, then Life and Death would be a better option because it's constant attack and speed, and of course you get more attack and more speed out of the obviously. And she's gonna need that attack so she can actually Oko. That's the thing about the Gale Force set is unique to Oko, because if you're not gonna Oko, it's just gonna make things worse. Because you're gonna attack the unit might be able to counterattack if you don't destroy. I mean, well, it's gonna counterattack regardless if you don't kill 2 hits, but it's gonna make it worse because you're gonna have to use another unit or use the same Gale Force move to kill the same unit. So it's one of those like, well, be better off if you kill. So focusing on her attack is important. The only problem is she has a 32 base attack, which honestly, 32 base attack is generally not the best. That would be nice if it was higher. But hey, she's free. You can get her to +10, so her stats are not going to be much of an issue. If you, of course, decide to really work on her and build her up. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised, because you have to, of course, put a debuff on the enemy, which that's not going to be useful with Attack Smoke. I mean, I'm not entirely too positive on what you could do. Like, I guess the only thing you could think of is if I think most of the time people use team skills. So you could use what's skills called? Like bring a tank or like an army unit and use boy skills. Learn all their buffs and debuffs. Have fun. That's something you could do if you want to work with a weapon, but it can be situational. Like like if they have buffs, it's not gonna work. You could always try to give them buffs, or you can just use a boy skill, so you can give them debuffs, and that could work. Well, we're gonna do this a few more times so we can grab the rest of the diamonds, and then last but not least, we'll try to set up and see if the Elgato does work or not, and then we'll go on from there. Because like I said, I did want to try to do pretty much a 3 houses stream, but that just didn't really work out when I tried it, so we'll see. Maybe on stream mode actually work. Oh, they told you. Oh, it's Atheum. Oh, okay, okay. Of course, he helped out. If you guys don't know, he's on Discord. He helped out with the yeah. What was it? The Kabul board. The time battle. Just a simple yet. So I'm going to give Gale Force to Lori. I see what you're getting at. I honestly don't use Gale Force all that often, if I'm gonna be honest, but I've seen people use it before, and they pretty much just OPO through the map with a Gale Force team. And I've seen it before, and it takes a lot of building and dedication, but it can work. It can work. I haven't really messed with it too much. And I think I've done it before for like auto farming for feathers before in the past. It's so long ago, honestly. Think about it. Like, it's been some time since I've actually grinded for feathers. I see. Generally, I have better luck doing chain challenges with offensive units. I mean, unless you are facing against the chain challenges where you have to deal with, defense tile maps, kind of where you have to make sure people stay alive and you have to defend. Unless you deal with those, generally an offensive unit like Klein can pretty much make it work. I mean, if I did chain challenges right now, that would probably be mostly the case, just use Klein and then have fun. But it's also one of those things I have to be extremely careful too, because I know, like, as time goes on, the units get more crazy and crazy, so it gets more difficult to do that. So I don't know, we'll see. And that also reminds me, I think we need to do chain challenges. I still have lots of boards to get from that. And like, where we at? I gotcha. It all comes down to who you really want to build the most. And I guess it also comes down to what you think helps you the most. Right, so I've been playing for some time. I honestly, for most of the content, I pretty much use the same 4 units. And I've generally been able to do it all if I take the time to do it, and then change the builds a little bit around for the 4 units, and I generally can do it. I think the only problems I generally would face would mostly end up being, of course, legendary hero battles. Aside from that, generally I can do everything with the 4 set units. Yeah, I really don't mess with Aether raids, so I haven't really messed with the whole mythic or whatever boosts. Like, the only units that have it is pretty much the mythic heroes or the whatever heroes. That's pretty much it. Okay, we'll just spam, I guess, at that point. But I know that if you do that, you get crazy boosts and stats. I have not messed with it at all. Like, I've already checked my boosters for Arena and the Mythic ones. I probably have tons. I just never really messed with it. Okay, so one more attempt here, and then we will try to set up a PS4 stream. We'll see. Because if the PS4 can work, then I'm confident that the Switch works. I'm gonna try stuff out, because I'm thinking it's what the position we did, it's supposed to be Elgato first, then the splitter. Oh, so she has that 2 cooldown, or 1 cooldown? 2 cooldown. Unless she has a -1 or maybe 1 cooldown. It's not bad. I can see why you would probably go with Gale Force for her instead of that. Instead of Fiora because of that. Use more holds? Yeah, I could. I mean, I could. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, honestly. Like, if I use Holy or not. If it's legit, it just doesn't make any difference. And yeah, you could argue I can kill faster, but... let me see... Where the heck is it? Where is her? Like I said, it doesn't really make any difference if I use it or not. Anyway, let's do this. Also, Gloria is cool. See, and that should also help too. I have Gloria. I know I think she has the resistance. I mean, she should have more defense. Because that's how she was. But I think she has less defense and more speed than her prop. I think that's the difference between the two. And there might be a little bit more differences than that. Okay, yeah, it's just not a good idea to do what I just did there because the boss is just all over the place. Maybe I could have spammed and I probably could have done something, but whatever. Whatever. I mean, that should be the last one, so. While we're at it, let me kind of get stuff kinda prepared here. Let me move that. Stepfather has been actually, fun fact, my stepfather has been playing a lot of Steam recently on my computer. And that's why, like, if you noticed, I'm not on Discord all that much, is generally because, well, that. Because I'm not actually playing Steam, so. So I don't usually have it on my computer. And I don't have Discord open on my computer, to be exact. So he also used the controller for Terraria. I mean, he did play Dig or Die. He finished that, I don't remember when, but he played Terraria. And so far, it's mostly been because, of course, the TV's not been working. He's using some kind of Husker TV app thing that's like a local kind of TV station, Delia Bob. I'm not Go Husker app, I think it was technically called. I'm using an Amazon stick, and it wasn't working, but now it's working, so you might be watching more TV now. But yeah, he's been pretty much playing on this PC because, well, he's mostly played all the Xbox 360 games at this point. Fun fact. That was mostly because of me not being on Discord. Well, anyway, story skipping, getting diamond wise. Let's get everything sort of prepared. We won't need the splitter. Let's actually hope that the Elgato works. So at this point, like, we just don't need the phone to be charged because we're not really doing anything anymore with more. Like, technically, this will be the end of the stream, but I do want to at least try to see about getting the Elgato to work and making sure it works. Because if not, then you guys have proof that doesn't work. I have to get a new Elgato, which costs a lot of money, just so I can do some 3 houses. I actually really want to. Let me just keep that in there. Because if I do, then I may just do that tomorrow. Got to go. So, no problemo. Have a nice day. Thank you for stopping by. And probably, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. If I'll do Fire Emblem Heroes, 3 houses, whatever the heck we do. This is for this. This over here. Okay, HDMI wise, that's the power. Oh, there's nothing plugged in. Oh, that's why. Okay. It's so hot in here. Let me real quickly. Oh, everything's all over the place. Oh, the fan's already on. It's still stuffy in here. Okay. Well, never mind. Okay. So hopefully nothing really changes. I'm gonna move OBS over here. We're not gonna have the luxury of 2 monitors. Let's just see if it works, hopefully. Want that cord to be dangling, so I'm not fixated on so many cords. Because honestly, we could just go to Fatal Bullet if we really wanted to. Because I haven't played Fatal Bullet for a long time. I know there's the Complete Edition, which I'm really tempted. I saw the trailer for Nintendo Switch. I'm like, I really want to play it just to see what happens at the end of the DLC. This is the one problem with me doing PS4. It's honestly annoying. I'm actually gonna have to move the PS4 so I can actually see where to put it. Okay, move the monitor back. That's another problem. Okay, HDMI. Move that so I don't flipping hold it. I might actually throw it away. It's not important. Okay. HDMI successfully planted in. And this is okay. I can go this way. Okay, the HDMI in now, we can move the controller right there. I don't care, just make it out of the way. Let's hope this works, because this is the in, that's out. This right here. You guys can't see it, but it's a micro USB to a USB, and this is the problem, where it's the way I put it together with the Elgato. So it's gonna be either or, and I would be sad if it's the device, because that means I may have to get another Elgato device. It could be the device or the micro USB to USB, or just if it is a micro USB, because I'm not entirely sure if it needs to be a specific micro USB or if it's a specific thing for it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much the gist. Is well, it's either or. It could be the way I put it in. If that is the case, then expect a Fire Emblem Three Houses stream tomorrow. Because I really want to do it, and I want to challenge myself before Lunatic comes out, so I'd have to do Lunatic, and I would be crying myself to bed if I have to flippin' do it on Lunatic, which I know that's probably not going to be out until at least at the date of October 31st, or later than that, depending on when they do it with the DLC, but that's for another topic for another day. Okay, so which is what? Okay. So let me do the PC first. Because if we can get the blah 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 blah. If we can get the PC with the PS4, probably you guys hearing a lot of static and stuff. Then I know at least OBS works, and then we can stream with the Elgato. But yeah, that's pretty much it SAO MD wise. So we farmed all the points. Well, not all the points, but at least the points to get the diamonds. And I probably farmed the event maybe later to get everything else. I don't know. We'll see. But it was pretty much just getting diamonds, honestly. Farming the side of it and getting diamonds. That's the gist for this stream. Not enough. There's nothing crazy enough for me to summon or worry about anything. I kind of skipped the ranking event, so it's like this. It's pretty much been a boring month. Probably not for everyone else, but it's been boring banners, boring month. Anyway, aside from that, if you guys don't care, you can stay around, see if this works. The stream should be ending off soon anyway, unless you guys really want me to play Fatal Bullet. Anyway. Oh yeah, maybe we should actually turn on the system. The chat should be on here. There we go. There we go. Come on! Work! Work! Please work! Please! Work! I really hope you work. Maybe. You know what? Let me plug this in because this might. Let me actually unplug. Oh, what the hell? Let's unplug that for now because I want to get to on my monitor as well. First of all, because there's actually something I need to do real quick. Privacy reasons why. Mostly just logging in. That's the gist. Well, that works. Okay. Well, the monitor is working. Okay, I'm logged in. Let's plug this back in. Please work. Please work, damn it. It is not wanting to work. Is it the HDMI cable? Well, that wouldn't be the case because I wouldn't be able to do anything on my monitor. It's not showing that both are working. That is problematic. It may actually be the HDMI. Let's do some science real quick. Let's flip. Let's flip it, mate. I think Elgato's working because I'm getting stuff through the Elgato. It might actually be the HDMI cable, because if it's the HDMI cable, then hallelujah. I can easily get an HDMI cable right now. Okay, maybe not, because I just changed the HDMI cable. No. Thank you, Elgato. Thank you for falling on the ground. Because it's going through the Elgato. It's going to the monitor. So why are you not going to the PC with an HDMI splitter? Should work. I've worked in the past. It has worked in the past. It is not displaying that it's working. What happens if it's just one? It's just saying that it's not working. Can you stop that? OBS. and LVS. Elgato. That's actually kind of annoying. Come on, come on. Because that's supposed to, I think, supposed to power on the device. I think it might just be the Elgato. Like, I think I might actually need to get a new Elgato device. Well, I can't. Why? Why is this not working? Why? This device. Could it be the HDMI splitter? Well, that can't be the case because even if I unplug the one to the monitor, it's still not going to the PC. Why? Why must you be so complicated? Not entirely sure. I'm seriously not entirely sure. So, I guess I could try to set this up for you guys, so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. It's not gonna be the best quality. We'll just see how things go. Okay, it should now be working. So, as you can tell, it's working on my end of the monitor. I have the Elgato device right there, so if anyone's curious, it's Elgato. This is of course the HDMI. Right here is the mini USB, and that's what I'm talking about. Which connects to the PC, which I think is pretty much the power. But as you can tell, whenever you switch back to the PS4 gameplay, nothing shows up. So that's integral factor / whatever. I mean, that works, but that's not good quality. I want to go to SAO MD, please. Hello? Hello, SAO MD / streamer. No, decided to stop. Thank you, Eastside Streamer. I'm gonna have to use the camera here. Might not look at the best quality, but yeah. So this, of course, is the HDMI splitter, and as you can tell, one side's working. That one side's working is pretty much the monitor. This one's pretty much connected to the PC. I flipped these two to see if it was the HDMI cables. It's not. So my thought process is there's several things that could be the case. One, it could be the Elgato, because anytime I reconnect, see, I just unplugged this. So if you guys can see, I unplugged this. And of course the monitor is not working. So when I plug it again, it lights up, and then writes it red. And so now, it's back, monitor's working, holla flipping Luya, but it's something to either do with the OBS, it's not wanting to work, could be the HDMI splitter, but I switched the two, so it shouldn't be the HDMI splitter. Get what I'm talking about? So, I'll show you guys. I will flip these two around. So I just flipped them, and now as you notice, the dot is moved to the left. Which is honestly really annoying. Like, why? Why is it not working? Seriously, why is it not working? It's honestly really annoying. Because it's literally this close to get it on top of your screens right now. But yeah, as you can tell, nothing's showing. I guess the music also decided to stop, which is okay. I mean, we're ending the stream off soon anyway. It's really, really annoying. Custom? Oh, it did not like that. Oh! Oh? Oh? Are you gonna work? Come on, work, please. It's finicky, because it's flashing on the right here. Why are you not working? Because right now, it's flashing. It's trying to send. That is... Why is it doing that? Because it's sent... You kind of notice that it's sending data. Can you stop, Elgato? Stop. That is so weird. Why is it doing that? Is it the HDMI splitter? Come on. I know you can work. Please work. Work. you guys probably can notice, like, the volume's on, and it's just off, and then it's just no signal, signal, no signal, signal, no signal. I guess it's like, I think it's the Elgato. I actually think it's the Elgato. Like, at this point, like, you could think it's the HDMI splitter, but it's not, because no matter what path I put it on, the HDMI is still receiving, and it's still putting it onto the display. I think it's the the Elgato. I think it's the Elgato. Whatever is capturing the data and putting it into OBS, part of Elgato, is just not working. Maybe it's because of where I put it, like, probably from age. Maybe dust. I don't know. You know what? Let's do that. Don't think this is really gonna work, but we'll try. Okay, it's on, and then it's just red. Flash is red, and it just doesn't want to work. Come on. Come on, you can work. Whatever I did setting-wise, it kind of worked, at the same time not. Come on, Elgato, come on. I'm gonna be tempted to figure out what the fuck is going on here, Elgato. It's either you, my babe, or is it the connections, or is it the wires, or whatever the fuck it is. At this point, I think it's just the Elgato. Which means, looks like I'm gonna have to buy a new Elgato. Which is, like I said, Elgato, kinda expensive. Like $300 expensive. I really hope it's not that. But it might just be. Now it's actually not wanting to work. Come on, Elgato. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Cause yeah, so now it's still connecting to the HDMI. But like I said, it's not the HDMI splitter. It shouldn't be the HDMI splitter. Because no matter what I do, like if I even switch the HDMI splitter, the HDMI between the two HDMI ports, it's still gonna work. That's not the problem. I legit think it's the HDMI. Not HDMI. Ugh. Elgato. Okay, that didn't work. Custom? Okay, then we'll put it back to the device default. Okay, well, I guess OBS just had a big fart there, so OBS is now back, so hey, welcome back, guys. But yeah, as you can tell, I did it again, and it kind of works. It's not working, but it's going back and forth of it on, then off, then on, then off. So as you can tell, there is audio. But let me actually see if I can hear it, because I know I made it so I can hear it through the PC, if that's working or not. Could it be because of?
There's a tradition in Nebraska. It's something we all have a connection to.
Because of that setting?
As
I mean,
students,
shouldn't
as
be.
parents, as neighbors. Here, we love our public schools. And as filmmakers, we are dedicated to supporting public education one documentary film at a time. See what happens every day in our public schools. Watch our films at iloveps.org.
Properties.
Public education is the foundation.
Monitor off?
And we need to take care of
Is that gonna fix it? Is that the problem?
challenges in the schools, and they're not just the school's responsibility to face. It's a community responsibility.
No.
When we
Of course not.
care about the
It's kind of hopeful that there might have been the problem, but no.
See what happens every day in our public schools. Watch all the I Love Public Schools films at iloveps.org. Your patience will now be rewarded. Back to Nebraska's best country 96.
I'm gonna mess up some settings here. No, I think it's just not gonna work. Well, I tried. I think we're gonna have to get a new Elgato. Okay. Well, that was a thrilling experience for you guys. Well. Rip. So let me real quick see. Just real quick, let me see if I can. Periodically loses signal. OBS. Was I wanting to look at? Whoa, dang it! Source properties. That might be the problem. That's what I wanted to look at. Oh, properties. No, I'm gonna try normal Elgato if I have it. Should have it. This might make it slow down, maybe, question mark, I don't know. Move for now. We'll try the it's working. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Cause it's so annoying, guys. So annoying. Oh, I think I know what's happening here. I think the device for the HDCP is not working. That's actually annoying. Because it's like, I think it's, I legit think something to do with probably the HDCP. Because normally it's able to connect to a monitor through HDMI. No signal. Oh, I tried. OBS crashed. Okay. Well, honestly, I probably should have just stopped the stream, but I didn't really want to stop the stream because that was just, I don't know why I decided to crash there, but yeah, it's not working. Completely not working. So, which honestly means that I think, just for my tests and studies and all the jazz, I think it's the Elgato device. Not really the connection, like the cords that connect the device. I think it's the device itself. Main reason why, I can use the HDMI splitter, all fancy, well and done, but I'm getting the HDMI and the HDMI cables are working, and when I connect through the OBS, it's working. But when it connects to the PC, it doesn't work. Which, if you guys don't know, HDCP is pretty much a device that they use so you don't. I think it's mostly just there for you to don't pirate the device. It's like to prevent pirating. So it just makes it harder for people to actually stream from such devices. And the latest consoles do have it, especially the PS4. So that's why you have to have a capture card, or Elgato, for instance, so you can go past it. I think Nintendo Switch has it too. But I don't know if that's the exact reasoning or not. It's able to connect, like if I just use the Elgato for no reason at all, just to be weird, and connect it to the monitor, it'll work. The monitor will work. So it's not the HDMI cables, and just to get the gameplay to monitor works. But it's something to do with the HDCP and the gameplay going to PC. I'm not entirely sure. but it's something that belongs being along with that. So if you guys are just, I don't know if the stream is going to be in 2 or not because the OBS crashed. So if it does, just note that this is pretty much the continuation of the last SAO MD stream with probably the same title and such. It's just that at the end I wanted to test out to see if OBS would work. We were trying to test it out because of the whole, I wanted to stream 3 houses, but it just didn't want to work. We were testing it out to see what it was. Maybe it was the positioning of said OBS. Was it because I didn't have the OBS first? Or was it because I didn't have it last? I think it comes down to that just something in the OBS device is not properly working, which is something along the lines of the HDCP and just not correctly connecting to, well, of course, the PC. And because of that, yeah, it just doesn't want to work. So that is a big rip in pepperoni, which means I think I'm gonna have to get a new Elgato. I think that's pretty much what it means. And let's say if it continues on with the other Elgato, then I waste some money, and it's something to do with the HDMI cables. But I don't think it's the HDMI or the HDMI splitter or the HDMI cables, because I tested that already, and there was no problems with the HDMI splitter, because I switched between the HDMI cables, and it shouldn't have been the HDMI cables themselves, because I flipped them around, so it shouldn't be either of those two. So my last thought is it's not the cables, but it's the device itself. It's not OBS, because it was working. It was just going off and on, off and on. So it's kind of working, actually, but it's not working at a stable rate, because it's a better way of saying it. Also, I just unplugged it. Oh yeah, the controller's still going to be on. I was testing it on the PS4. I didn't want to test it on the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, if you guys don't already know, I am trying to play on the Nintendo Switch and playing 3 houses on stream for you guys. But Elgato decided to kapooey and break itself. So if you guys are wondering about that, and you just end up watching this weird so-minute stream, it's because of all I just said. Anyway, I'm gonna end off today's stream. So if you guys did enjoy today's live stream, make sure to leave a like and subscribe / follow. In the description below is Discord, so do please go check it out. But aside from that, you guys know the drill. I'm Malevolent, good luck on these summons, and I will see you all in tomorrow's live stream, which is probably gonna be Fire Emblem Heroes. I wanted to do either Fire Emblem Heroes or 3 houses. At this point, what it's looking like, it's probably going to be Fire Emblem Heroes. I was kind of hoping Elgato would work. It just decided not to. So, yeah, have a nice day. Peace.